matter of time, justice is coming.
What is the cost of lies? It's not that we'll mistake them for the truth. The real danger is that if we hear enough lies, then we no longer recognize the truth at all.
Why would I have anything to say to you? All you do is lie.
What else is left but to abandon even the hope of truth and content ourselves instead with stories?
It's the role of good journalism to take on powerful abuses. And when powerful abuses are taken on, there is always a back reaction.
Take an animal virus and you increase its transmissibility to humans, right. You're saying that's not gain of function?
That is correct. And Senator Paul, you do not know what you are talking about, quite frankly. And I want to say that officially.
When you report fake news, which CNN does a lot, you are the enemy of the people. Go ahead.
About is the reality of goodness, not the perception of it. And what I see all over the place is people who care about looking good while doing evil. Fuck them. Okay?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Monday night. You know what that means? It's time for another Habbening TV. No, impression opener is going to be a long one. Yes, it is nearly the anniversary of the Southport riots. I don't know the exact date. Maybe chat if you could look it up. It's coming up though, right? It's nearly a year since an innocent Welsh choir boy who was just doing nothing wrong, who didn't do nothing, bros, was on his way back from studying to be a neurosurgeon, about to take a, well-deserved break before heading off to study to be a heart surgeon, accidentally stumbled whilst walking along and machete attacked a group of young girls at a Taylor Swift dance class. Truly a massive tragedy, which definitely could not have been avoided in any way, shape, or form. The Welsh, right? I mean, they're a bit crazy, right? Now, of course, racists and far-right conspiracy theorists attempted to blame Southport on the, on the guy who did it, right? But obviously, right, look, he was clearly a victim of social economic circumstances, unlike the girls that he killed. I've never quite understood how this works. Why are they always the victim of social economic circumstances, but not the people that suffer from actual violence? I mean, right? Look, I guess they deserved it for being white. Oh my God. Yeah. Fucking hell. Yes, it looks like the summer is starting to bite. It's becoming that time. And with the diversity spreading all across the UK with absolutely no negative repercussions at all, right? It is hardly surprising that far-right racist and conspiratorial groups are attempting to raise up trouble after, checks notes, oh yeah, a bunch of sexual assaults and rapes in Epping, right? But again, right, look, you've got to understand, right, the victims were white, so, they probably deserved it. They were going around sort of flouting their white supremacy, right, by just, existing and, wanting to live in a place where they're not, unsafe all the time. Why, so the sound's a bit... It's the sound is grainy, I am being told. Wait. Oh, God damn it. What is going on here? Oh, okay. Wait a second. Let me see what is going on here. What do you... Audio. Huh. Okay. Let's see if it's working now. Hello? Oh man, what the hell? My audio routing has crashed for some reason. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, let me try and see if it'll work now. No, it's totally crashed. Okay, sounds fine to Simon JJ. Right, okay, right. Well, that that sort of like totally derailed my intro. So as a result of these perfectly understandable rapes and assaults that have nothing to do with the massive migrant hotel, housing like exclusively young males from, the best parts of the world, like Norway, Australia, New Zealand, just right. Like, look, there's nothing, it's nothing to do. No, of course it's bullshit, right? They've got this huge fucking migrant hotel in Epping. It is, entirely occupied by young men from the best parts of the world, Afghanistan, Somalia, Nigeria, like all the good places, right, that you would want to go and visit, right? So yeah, people are pissed off, right? I mean, Epping basically, right, is like where a lot of the East Londoners moved to after they were forced out of East London by the diversity, and a lot of them don't want to make the move again, right? Like, despite clearly this being the plan, right? You just force all the whites out, and then they move, and then you do it again, and but yet people are starting to get pissed off. And there has been quite a to-do actually going on in Epping. It started with sort of a peaceful protest. I mean, this started, I think, on Friday. Yes, so like 4 days ago. This has been going on for a while, because the locals want this hotel closed. Even the local council want it closed. But of course, the Labor government cannot be seen to give in, to far-right fascist thugs, right? They just can't, right? Like, what kind of a government would they be? Except, I reckon they're going to. There is an evolving sort of awareness among the people doing the protesting to, as they say, always chimp. Because quite frankly, for, 30 years at this point, right? The UK electorate have requested for less mass immigration, and at every turn they have been ignored or just downright lied to, basically, right? It's finally reaching a boiling point, look, if they start closing these hotels down, where are they going to put them? There's no more room left in London. They've already crammed, right, like every single square inch of London with as many migrants as they can. And since they're not going to do anything about like stopping them from coming in, and they're definitely not going to like deport them, well, what could they do, right? Look, you may suffer, right? Your once like delightful area may become a shit-ridden hellhole, right? But look, it's a small price to pay for neoliberal diversity, right? You don't want to be called some kind of a racist now, do you? Right? Look, yes, okay, right? Your children now go to a school where hardly anyone speaks English, right? No one's Christian anymore, right? You can't let your wife and your girls like outside because they'll get like followed and harassed, right? No one can use the park. It's basically like lockdown, except instead of like a virus outside, it's like migrant crime. But this is a small price to pay to not be called a racist, bro. You don't understand, right? The incredible glories. I mean, this is the thing. I mean, it's so fucking retarded, right? Like, we are truly entering the phase of late stage liberalism, bros, right? Like, it's the latest stage that there is. So anyway, that's basically the main story for tonight. Well, I'll be sort of covering that as well in sort of like a larger question of whether the UK is actually close to some kind of revolt. I know, it's the English, generally speaking, they walk around with like signs saying, "Ooh, goodness me, I'm actually feeling a bit annoyed." But no, shit's really getting bad, right? And a lot of these places have been just sort of transformed beyond recognition in the past 10 years. It's been very, very fast. Government isn't going to do anything. Nigel Farage, who is basically the sort of containment minister in waiting, is saying all of the right things, basically saying, look, we're going to like set up detention camps, like, you know, we're on the edge of like widespread civil disobedience, and it could happen, right? Like, you know, it would not be the first time that things have, you know, sort of really kicked off, except usually it's the lefties doing it, right? Like the poll tax riots under Margaret Thatcher. Look, I don't know where this is going to go. And finally, it looks like Project Ukraine is just, you know, I mean, obviously, right, Ukraine is still going to win. Slava Ukraini, right? But you know, it does seem like reality is starting to set in. There's a propagandist who works for... one of the papers, I forget which, right? And usually he's full of breathless praise for Zelensky and how we're going to beat our man, right? I mean, this guy's been detached from reality for like a long period of time. But he's gotten the call and he's like, oh my God, things are actually really, really bad in Ukraine. How could anyone have known? Well, if he'd been watching this show, ladies and gentlemen, he would have known. But of course, he wouldn't watch a show like this because of, you know, because of the you people watching your far-right racist conspiracy theorists, Russia, Putla, loving like fascist Nazis, right? You have no place in this society. So yeah, it's all starting to go wrong in Ukraine. We'll be talking about that a little bit as well. Right, let's get into it, shall we? Let's say hello to everybody in the chat. Hello, chat. How are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day. On Rumble, I have J. Chiva Loophole. Hola, Senor Loopolio. Mikey Bikey, I hope you're driving safe, mate. Sada Sapiente, great to see you. Battle Cat. Livia Drusilla, always lovely to see you. Livia. Mikey Bikey. Wait, I think I already said Mikey Bikey. Man, my brain is a bit drifty today. I don't know like why it is. I don't know why. Total Blackout Painting, always a pleasure to see you, my dude. Years the Eunuch, I'll be on Discord and Dragons tonight, as per usual. I don't know who's on. Come along. It should be like fun. Teabag and Therapist. Sar, good to see you. White's Torch. I think that's everybody. On YouTube. We have Mercy Choke. Oh, I think you're new. Welcome. Arakeen Green Moon. Great to see you, Arakeen. Otto Stormheart. Jawohl, Herr Stormheart. Simon JJ, great to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Robert Verlinden. Cyberchud Internal Affairs. He's been doing some really good music, actually, by the way. You should check out his Twitter thing. Or his YouTube channel, actually. Sunny Jim. 007, good to see you, Sar. Fat Zombie. I mean, just a question, Fat Zombie. Did you get fat from eating too many brains? Have you thought of perhaps cutting down? I think that's everybody. Oh, an untenable position. Good to see you, mate. Right, is that... Oh, and Tree Godfather. Or at least he dropped a message at the start of the thing. He may still be in his space. If any of the people from the Tree Godfather space are like watching later. And yes, and hello, Schrodinger's Gaffney, good to see you as well, mate. And just, you know, hello to the lurkers and anyone like watching this on repeat. You know, I know you're out there. I can hear you breathing. I can see the viewership numbers, which have actually been doing like really good. Actually, I'm really quite impressed. So thank you to everyone watching. And of course on Odyssey, Machine for Baked Beans, and that's basically it. Hola, senor Baked Beans. ¿Cómo estás? Right, so let's get on to it. Today's meme. Men be like, where's the ketchup? Men also be like, sniper in that building 400 yards outside the tree, past the trees. I know which situation I would be better in, honestly, right? Sniper finder, ketchup finder, right? You know, like, you know, you've got to lean into the set of skills that God gave you. Right, let's get on with the show. We start with The Guardian. I always like to use The Guardian for these kinds of things because they take the most sort of lefty, extreme position. 5 arrested as more than 1,000 protesters gather outside Essex Asylum Hotel. Demonstrators chant, send them home. Oh my God. Don't you know England is their home, you bigot? As soon as they stepped off the boat, England became their home, and the magic dirt of England transformed them into fully fledged Englishmen. Save our kids. Oh, well, see, save our kids is clearly a racist dog whistle. What? Save your kids from the Browns that are raping them? Oh, God, what a race. I can't believe people would even say that, right? Send them away to the gulag immediately. As bottles and flares are thrown at police blocking the entrance. Yeah, man, the police turned out in force. Like, dude, right? Like, a lot of people are like, man, imagine if the police actually like spent that much effort, like, I don't know, tackling crime in London or any of that stuff. But, but, look, right, it's a complicated job and, right, like, they're only, they're there to protect the migrants. They're not there to protect you. What do you think this is? What do you think this is, man? 5 people have been arrested after more than 1,000 demonstrators gathered outside a hotel in Essex, believed to be housing asylum seekers. Believed. It's not believed. It's housing asylum. They've got interviews from people who like literally work at the hotel. It is chock full of asylum seekers. But of course, this is the Guardian, so right? Like they're probably like, stupid chuds, right? They think it's the hotel's full of asylum seekers. Well, then why can't you book any rooms there? Why has it been closed for months? Why do people working there say categorically that it's full of migrants? Probably conspiracy theory, right? Probably a conspiracy theory. Demonstrators, some of whom appeared to be drinking alcohol. That's very haram of them, right? Don't they know in Englandistan, right? Alcohol is haram. Shouted, send them home and save our kids, as bottles and smoke flares were thrown towards police vans blocking the entrance to the Bell Hotel in Epping on a Sunday evening. Actually, this has been going, like I said, this has been going on since Friday, right? Police escorted a counter-protester and elderly women out of the area surrounding the hotel as a group of masked protesters followed her and shouted abuse. Well, apparently the police were actually escorting in Antifa and Stand Up to Racism, right? Which would make a lot of sense given the sort of well-documented links between Stand Up to Racism, Hope Not Hate, and the government, most notably Lord Hermer, who is the Attorney General, who used to be very, very close to Searchlight Magazine, which is the precursor for Hope Not Hate. You see, they're into the public-private partnership, right? Right. Oh, we're not the government. Right? We're a charity. Yeah, but you have access to all of the like coercive organs of the state. Oh, that's just a coincidence, bros. And even if it wasn't a coincidence, right, we're only using it against like fascists. So, really, if you think about it. Officers have said they would deal robustly with criminal behavior as hundreds joined a fresh protest at the hotel where there were violent clashes last week. Just close the hotel, right? Like, just I feel like Bane from like The Dark Knight. You know what I mean, right? Like, all you have to do is stop the mass immigration. It's like, but we can't do that. We can't. Like, you don't understand. We've got a transformative vision. We'll do anything. We'll do anything but stop the mass migration. Disappointingly, this is the police, we have seen yet another protest, which had begun peacefully, or at least they acknowledge it did begin peacefully, escalate into mindless thuggery, with individuals again hurting one of our officers and damaging a police vehicle. Oh no. Just close the hotel, right? Just close the hotel. Just start shipping them out, right? Like, how much longer is this? Like, oh, we can't do it. Well, you're probably going to be forced to, aren't you? An order threatening arrest for anyone who refused to remove face coverings would be in place all Sunday night. Essex police said before the protest began. Yeah, look, they're probably going to arrest a bunch of these people. I don't know whether they're going to try and do what they did after Southport and just like give these people really extreme sentences, because the blowback from people like Lucy Connolly and what happened to Peter Lynch was pretty severe, right? And clearly they sort of like, overreacted, thinking that they could put down this dissent, right? Now, look, if you study a bit of history, right, uprisings and dissent are quite an interesting topic. did you know, for instance, right, that police were basically developed in order to quell uprisings, right? And the reason why was because they were part of the local community, right? They were more likely to be listened to. Back in the day, right, like particularly in England, right, every so often they'd have like a famine, and then like the people would get like uppity, and they'd have to send in the troops. It would take a while for the troops to arrive, and because the troops were like troops, they'd like start shooting people. It was all a big mess. But now that the police are no longer from the local area, they're basically just urban soldiers, right? So you have the same problems. You suppress dissent, and it makes more dissent. Oh, we got entropy. Right. Sorry, I was just, raving on about history, wasn't it? Mikey Bikey for $3 towards therapy beers. Have a dancing sausage. I will make sure to eat a dancing sausage with my therapy beers. Thank you very, very much, Mikey Bikey. And remember, you too can fund my therapy beers by sending super chats to the entropy. It's linky in the thing. You know how it is in the chat, right? Please do. So they closed the road. They charged a couple of guys. Clashes with police broke out as groups of men, some of them masked, tried to reach a small anti-racism march that started Epping Station and went through the town before it was hemmed in. Look, I'm just going to say, okay, I don't think protesting for migrant rape is a very good position. You just racist. You got racism on. Chief Superintendent Sergeant Anslow said, unfortunately, across social media, we are seeing inflammatory comments which suggest we were supporting and enabling certain protesters. You did, oh, shit. Okay, I don't know, I don't know what happened then. Fuck. I don't know what's going on. Oh, my God. Ever since Mossad's been, inside my stream deck. Right. They did apparently bus in the stand up to racism protesters, right? They apparently bust from the wait, it's gone again here. Seriously? God. Can I get a sound check from people, please? I don't know what's going on. My fucking audio routing thing isn't working. It's back now. That's not good. That's not good. Now, I don't even know. Rhetorically defective. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. So, this is so apparently they did bus in the stand up to racism protesters, right? So I have heard Lewis Brackpool, a friend of the show, is starting a number of freedom information requests to see if this is actually true. But, it wouldn't surprise me, right? The allegation is that the cops basically picked them up from the station and bust them into the middle of town to the hotel so that they could, do their thing and blah, 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 and be like, right. So, yes. So who wants to see some riot footage? I know that's what you all want. This is just fucking GB News. Fuck that, right? What do we got? Right, so as soon as the protest started, the police were called and they got there with all due speed, bros. They rushed there like it was an anti-vax protest. Oh my God, there's a gathering of racists. We better get down there, Sergeant Plod, and make sure those migrants be protected. It'd be such a shame if anything happened to them. I don't know why I'm doing an American accent. Fuck you, right? That's how I imagine them in my mind nuts, right? In my mind, it was real, bros. Oh, and now Twitter's deciding to be a retard. Has anyone else have that thing that a lot of the time you try and like play something like a video on Twitter and it's being like retarded. Okay. Okay, I think the browser audio was turned off for that. Is the sound going good? Oh my god. Like, how bad is the audio, bros? I don't know how to fix this. Wait. Okay, let's see if it'll work now. Do we have audio still, or is it? I just reset the audio drivers, but it doesn't seem to be working, man. I don't know, like, what the fuck is going on with this. Oh great, and now the Stream Deck is like fucking up. Oh my god. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Honestly, I just this is very, very, very strange. Let's try this. Can you guys still hear me or not? Heard the sirens, audio is fine. Ah, this is so bloody like terrible, right? Bit loud. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. Okay, let's try the audio routing again. No, we're still not getting anything. Okay, well, we'll just have to see if this works. All right. Sorry about that, bros. I got no idea what the fuck's going on. Now, apparently they were in such a rush to do the thing that they ran over somebody on the way in, but I don't know. People are saying that this was like spread up. Please let me know if you can hear the audio. Well, look, if he didn't want to be hit by a police van, what was he doing there in the first place, right? Let's see. And then, of course, the far-right racists got to be angry.
Stand strong! Stand strong!
Now this is their ploy to get people away from the front of the hotel, guys. This is what they want to do now. They want to get people away from...
Is the browser stuff still really, really loud in comparison? Machine for baked beans? Sorry about that. Fucking, oh my god. Right, I'll try and like turn down the... I've just lost all volume controls is the problem. And there just doesn't seem to be any way to get it to work. Fuck. Anyway, so there's just a lot of this stuff going on, basically. Check this out.
Get it! Fucking hell. Hello guys, this is a fucking epic live. What are you doing? What are you telling me? Right guys, got a fucking shield. Don't let them see you with that, bruv. Don't let them see you with that.
Oh, look, come on. They're just having a bit of fun, bros. They're just having a bit of fun. You know, lively spirits, boys will be boys, all that kind of like stuff. What's this? More clashes with police.
The van's getting attacked. She stalled it. She can't get out of here.
Smash it! Smash it!
The back door's open. Look, he's on top of the van. Guys, we are right in the thick of it here. We are right in the thick of it here. He's on top of the van now. Hey, hey. Guys, this here is absolute mental.
Now, a number of people in the chat are saying that the people in masks are police. Well, there's no way to tell, and it is in fact now legal for the police to commit crimes in the aid of, you know, national security or, you know, diversity or equality or, you know, like whatever, right? Since they, oh my God, what do they call it? The Police Special Techniques Bill or something they like passed. Basically, like the police can now commit crimes to. Oh, yeah, it's bloody terrible. So there's no way of knowing, honestly. What's this?
Come on, leave him alone. He's just sitting down, leave him alone. Fucking hell.
Mate, he got run over by one of your wagons.
This is nobody but one over by your wagon.
They ran him over, they took him.
No sympathy though, you could just got no right, mate, you stay there, you know. They're the people you should be looking after, the elderly, the elders, not the people.
Oh, wait, sorry, that looped. It's hard to tell with the riot footage. Oh God, I'm sucking tonight. Now look, this is some drone footage, like from the hotel. Like, look at this shit, man. Look how many fucking cops they have. Fucking look at this shit. Look how many cops that they've literally surrounded this entire hotel with, like, you know, a barricade of police. Now, my understanding is that they had to bring in a lot of police from London to do this, right? Last time I saw police out in this kind of level of strength was during the lockdown protests, right? When they would, like, you know, like places like Hyde Park, when it would kick off, they'd bring in all the vans filled with like TSG, and they'd come and they do basically like clearing operations, right? And they're very, very good, and they're like relentless at it. But they've only got so many police. Now, the real question is, right, if this starts kicking off in multiple areas at once, are they going to have enough cops to deal with it, right? This is always sort of the way these kind of things work. You get this sort of like saturation effect where, you know, there's only so many police to go around, right? So, like, you know, as long as it doesn't all happen on one day or something like that, it's like fine. But since the government does not appear like it's going to like properly reverse course on any of this, it's only inevitable that more of these things are going to spread. Now, Twitter, of course, has been very, very censored recently. I think they're like tweaking with it. It seems like it's improved in the last couple of days. But when this was going on, not only was like it basically looking like Reddit, right? Deleted, unavailable. But then you had like Grok chiming in and being like, you know, you know, the protests are like, you know, far right, you know, groups like Britain First exploiting tensions. Well, okay, I mean, maybe. Why are the tensions there in the first place, right? This is the thing that the government never wants to. It's like, you know, well, don't exploit the tensions that we created and we're like actively expanding, right? Are you going to do anything to, you know, lower the tensions? No, of course not. We're just going to call anyone, you know, who exploits those tensions a racist, obviously, right? Now, this is the Antifa, you know, stand up to racism protest. They love to like do these basically, right? You know, don't let the racists divide us. You're just making more division, right? Like, you know, that feeling when you fighting racism has actually made it like much, much, much worse, right? Like, you know, you're like fighting a fire with fucking gasoline. You're like, we need more gasoline to fight the fire. Yeah, stop pouring gasoline on the fire. What are you? Some kind of a racist? Shut the fuck up. I mean, you know, we say justice for victims. What about the victims of migrant violence and rape? Oh, no, not those kind of like victims, right? Highland Fool, good to see you, mate. So then it rolled on into Saturday during the day. Like it's just been kicking off all weekend. And on the 26th, so this weekend, basically, there's going to be like a huge one. Tommy Robertson was going to come down, but I think he's gotten like a call, you know, from Mossad or something like that, because he's now basically saying that he's not going to go, because if he does go, then that, you know, all the media is just going to talk about him being there, and they're going to be like, oh my god, noted racist and like, you know, far right kosher conservative, you know, Tommy Robinson also attended these like protests and blah blah blah. So he said he's staying home.
Fucking pedophile! They got from behind. You coming
there, guys. Go on, share it up. We're in Epping.
Honestly, this really does remind me a lot of the lockdown protests. You know, we were so innocent back then. You know, we're just like, you know, normal people like turn up, you know, with a grievance, and the cops like just suddenly like start like kicking the shit out of them, and then like they basically like blame the crowd for being like rowdy, you know, Battle of Hyde Park kind of like stuff. Now, This is apparently the Stand Up to Racism people getting a lift out of the protest by the police. There are allegations that the police also bust them into the protest from the station. I have not been able to independently confirm this because I don't have video of it, but honestly, it really wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't.
Police car. Why are they getting in police cars? Why don't they just go home if they're local? Fucking idiots. These people just talk so much shit, it's unreal. Buses. They're calling them buses. They're calling them buses. Wait, can you get me a bus back to my car, please? What time's the next bus? Buses. You know what they say? You wait 15 minutes for a bus and then 3 come all along at once. Oh. Look, they're all cramming in. You got a spare bus down there? Make sure you got your bus passes.
Now, the reason, of course, why this is important is because, particularly in the Southport riots, if you remember, right, the accusation was that out-of-town far-right groups were deliberately gathering to cause trouble. Turned out it was all bullshit, right? The Southport riots were basically just locals who got like really, really pissed off. And so when it's far left groups, right, busting in and causing trouble, that is absolutely fine, right? That is absolutely fine, right? Because we all live in Herbert Marcuse's world, right? Anything that the left does is absolutely awesome. Anything the right does is just automatically verboten, right? Let's see, what else have we got? Right, as night came on, I think this is July 17th. This is Saturday night. The police issued a dispersal order. In case you've never been on the receiving end of a dispersal order, basically what they'll do is they'll sort of close off like a space, right? And they'll let you out, but they won't let you back in, right? And they do this for like a few hours, right? Encouraging people to leave. They'll walk around and be like, you know, it's time to go home, right? We don't care where you go, but you can't stay here. And then once they whittle down the number of people inside the enclosure zone, then they start doing shit like this. This is, I'm pretty sure this is Siraj, actually, actual coverage. Pretty good dude. He's definitely on the wrong side of the police charge here. Check this shit out.
Yeah, I don't have anything. My camera's on the floor. Why? For what? For what? For what?
Do your cop yell? There's a journalist over there. Make sure to like smash him, bruvs. More police charges.
I fucking live that way. Right, you glasses. What's the matter with you? Fucking dickhead. Now look at these lot smashing me up, you fucking cunt. And you, that's a liberty. You're a cunt. That's how I thought I was walking. You're pushing me like a cunt. I was walking, mate. My camera, you fucked it. Cunt. You fucking idiot. I'm walking, you fuck. See you later. Thanks for fucking what you done. Thank you. And I was fucking nice to all of you. I was nice to all of you.
That's a liberty, that is. That's a really English expression. You don't hear that anywhere else in the world. That's a liberty. That's a fucking liberty, mate. Then on Sunday, it just kept going. The whole weekend has been like this, right? There's so much footage going around. This police officer was, turns out his other job actually is as an amateur dentist, and he was just getting a bit of practice in bros.
Why are you introducing? Why are you introducing?
Look. He didn't really need those teeth anyway, right? They had to come out. It's really doing him a service, right? You know, like better than going to the NHS, right? Like at least you can get appointments straight away, right? You know, right? Like fast service. That's what the police are known for in this country. Fuck. And then Sunday night. Wait, is this Sunday night? Yesterday. Yeah, Sunday night. Sunday, it just keeps going on. It just keeps going, right? Just going and going and going. This is, in a sense, much more sustained than what was going on in Southport, right? The whole thing in Southport was basically over during, within a day. This is just going on and on. I have heard reports of people saying that I am a wanker. I would absolutely like to refute those accusations. I am not a wanker. I have Ukrainian rent boys to take care of that function. Oh my god, it's already 1:45. Oh my god, this is gonna be a long one, bros. This is more from Sunday. The cops are basically escorting migrants back to the hotel. People were not pleased. Now, the question, of course, is how long is this going to keep it up, right? Like, and most importantly, what about the poor migrants, right? Will they be put off their food, perhaps, right? Might they, might their sleep be interrupted? Now this is the kind of thing that the actual people protesting were saying, right? Like, not the people getting violent. Patriots Flow, good to see you, sir. This has provided a bit of an optics problem for the state because a lot of these people, they just look pretty normal, basically, right? And they have security concerns. Always a bit tricky, when sort of like old women have security concerns, right? And you just turn around and be like, you're a racist. And like, I don't know. I feel like the shine's worn off that.
My children went to Epping St John's School and I was parent governor for 4 years. Epping is a wonderful place. The families of the children that attend Epping School are wonderful. And we're here to support the family and we're here to support our town. What's happening, how we're being portrayed is not correct. And we're here to make a difference. A strong message from strong women.
So what's the placard that you have here?
We felt a lot of the press were incorrectly reporting us on Friday morning after our protest on Thursday. And so we just wanted to make it really clear that we're strong women, we're mums, we're sisters, we're aunties, we're parents of the area. So we're just here to support.
Yeah, the people here have been walking at the front have been mostly women and girls doing the march. Do you think that's because the people feel that a lot of the people in the hotel are a threat to women and girls?
Everybody is really concerned about who is in that hotel. Crime in the area is shocking and this is a beautiful place to live. And we are all very concerned, as are other people in other towns around the country. We need to stick together, peaceful protest, and the government need to listen to us. They need to listen to real people on the ground, people that work hard and love their country. And we're here to protect that. Our values are very important and we must protect them.
Ha! The government listen to people on the ground who care about their country. You mean racist? No. It's not the government's job to listen to the likes of you, random lady concerned about her and her children's security. They're not gonna fucking do shit. There have been some really good images as well. This is from friend of the channel, Will Coleshill, who runs Resistance GB. Really, really good images, these.
Oh, whoa. Just get that sign. Yeah.
Unfortunately, just like me, his audio crapped out, so we couldn't really see what the girl was saying. But man, that's a pretty good image, right? Oh my god, I'm like only halfway through my links. Bloody hell. What's this? Oh yeah, right. Then one of the coppers got hit in the face, and the crowd was all like, "Oi!" You know, terrible, terrible.
Here we are, look, they're in the bush. They're in the bush. Oh! That was a... Look, police officers bleeding. Police officers cut in the face. Police officers bleeding, guys. Just under his eye.
You know, I can't help notice there is a notable lack of diversity among the constabulary that are policing this event, right? Where's all the diversity? I was reliably told that diversity in policing was the most important thing. Do you think it's like a humiliation ritual, right? Like they force all the white guys to go out and basically protect all these like people who are like assaulting their fellow countrymen and be like, yeah, you better do it or we'll take away your money and then you're gonna like fucking starve to death. Ha! Oh, God. Oh, and there was a bit of argy-bargy when an undercover police car was identified and smashed up.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, this is yeah, this is
Is that the police car?
How do they know it's a police car? I can never recognise the undercover.
How do you know that's a police car?
He's old Bill.
Look, that youth is just getting some exercise. It's part of his culture, right? What you don't understand is it's the socio and economic circumstances, right, that have driven him to attack this oppressive system. No. You know, that's our excuse, right? You can't use that excuse. Apparently it was actually a police car as well because the cops were the ones who had the keys to it. Oh, well, you know. And then this was last night. The cops did exactly the same thing. Exclusion order, wait for the crowd to disperse, and then go in hard on anyone who's left. I don't know, bros. It doesn't really look like their heart's in it, right? Like the police, I mean, as opposed to, you know, the lockdown protests where they're all like, oh, these crazy people, they don't believe in vaccines. I think this might be sort of a more reasonable argument that the police are going to have a problem with. Oh yeah, this is the meme. You know what I mean? The violence will continue until you stop mass immigration. Government says no. Government says no, right? We have to have mass immigration. And so, of course, the government response has been, as per usual, to condemn attacks on police. Now, then Farage came out and said that the UK is close to civil disobedience on a mass scale. Where is that clip? Here it is.
Epping. I don't think anybody in London even understands just how close we are to civil disobedience on a vast scale in this country, and I regret saying that. Of course, there were some bad eggs that turned up at Epping. There were the usual far-right thugs. But equally, what about Antifa? Why are Antifa allowed to go to these demonstrations, to wear balaclavas, to not be identified, to do gestures last night of them shooting at members of the public? Why are Antifa allowed
Oh, Nigel. Oh, Nigel. You don't want to ask that question, mate, right? You don't want to ask questions like that, right? Are you suggesting that the English state, that the UK government, right, is linked with far left agitator groups? Oof. Oh, you don't want to say that. You know, not because it's not true, but because it is true, of course. And all the worst things are the things that are true.
To turn up outside a meeting I do in Cornwall 3 months ago, to assault members of the public coming to a democratic meeting. So, you know, it isn't all far-right thuggery, as you might sometimes hear from our Prime Minister. But do I understand? You bet your life I do. You bet your life I do. You know, I'm sitting on my table with two mothers. Don't underestimate the simmering anger and disgust that there is in this country that we are letting in every week. In fact, some days, many hundreds of undocumented young males, many of whom come from cultures in which women and young girls are not even treated as second-class citizens.
Yeah, and what's your stance on legal migration there, Nigel? Oh, he doesn't want to talk about it, bros. He doesn't want to talk about it. Now, oh my God, it's nearly an hour. My God, this story has eaten up the. I'll probably have to go back and edit the episode title, so it's just about this. They're opening more hotels. This is Sydney Jones, also member of the United Free Press. Oh, we got entropy. Yes, we did. 420 from MK. Let's give you a where's a fucking nice like sticker for you. How about a smoking Pepe? Thank you very much, MK. And please get your super chats in. Donate to my beer fund. Support my psychological health. It's not fucking easy like watching all of this stuff. I tell you, bros. I tell you, it can get a bit distressing. Fortunately, is nothing that an ice cold beer cannot fix. Thank you so much, MK. So right, we'll just do a little bit of this as well.
I'm outside the Park Hotel in this, where tomorrow it will turn into an all-male asylum seeker hotel. Currently, there are families living there, women and children, but as of tomorrow, no more. A place of memories, celebrations and marriages will soon feel the effects that are being felt in Beaufort and Cossey. Reports of children being followed, abused, harassed, women being shouted at in the streets, and the police do nothing. And Norfolk police haven't got the manpower or facilities to help any of the situation. They haven't got the force to stop our children being harassed. In Beaufort, there have already been 2 men charged with sexual offences. Dan Tesfalor was jailed for just over 8 years and 2 months, for raping a girl in a car park. Rashid Al-Wali was jailed for 20 months after sexually communicating with a 14-year-old boy. He's not going to be deported because homosexuality is a crime in Yemen.
Now, this is in a place called Dis, which is, surprisingly not the one of the circles of hell, but it probably will be soon. Apparently, there's protests kicking off here as well. Now, here's an interview with one of the guys who used to work at the Bell Hotel in Epping. I'll play a few minutes of this because it gives you an idea of what's actually going on.
My name's Luke. I'm an ex-employee of the Brook Hotel and the Norwich Hotel, which is owned by the same people. Both are, well, they were Best Western contracts. They're now both housing immigrants. And basically the reason I'm doing this today is because people of this country, they need to make a stand. It's gone too far, and the further it goes, the worse it's going to get. So these hotels, they pay £2 million each year to house the immigrants. There is 170 housed in the Brook Hotel, all males from all different places. The Norwich Hotel houses males, females and kids, but again, it's more of a male majority. They're paid, £2 million each year for that. Now, when they first arrive, they get a choice of Samsungs or iPhones. Now, as most people know, neither of them phones are cheap. Now, obviously, they're all paid for by the taxpayers of this country. They get £70 cash every week into their pocket, as well as all their meals, washing, rooms cleaned for them by the staff each day. There was events where a knife was found in a room under a pillow during cleaning time from housekeeping team. Now, the knife that was found was from our own kitchen at the Norwich Hotel. So there was 2 ways that they could have got it. That was either through security, because they're very friendly with them, or one of them has broken into the kitchen during the night and they have taken it. They get NHS visits, dentists twice a week. Now, as everyone knows, you can't get a dentist appointment or a doctor's appointment. It's just impossible. Drugs were found in rooms where there could be kids in. They found cocaine, enough to say there was enough there to believe they were dealing. Violence towards staffs. There was events where if they didn't like the food that was on offer, because again they got a choice of food, so they'd have 3 options each night, each lunchtime, each morning. There was a young lad, he didn't like what was on offer, so he assaulted a member of security just because he didn't like the food he was offered. Comments made towards female staffs regarding clothing that they're wearing, to the point where it was then their uniform was put in place, it was trousers, no skin was basically allowed to be shown, including males. We weren't even allowed to wear shorts. Things need to change. The way things are going, people don't realise it. They see things on Facebook and they think, oh, it's just people being racist or far right. It's not racist, it's right. It's as simple as that, and that's as far as it goes. And people need to stand up and actually start back in their own country, because if not, it is going to get taken over, and your kids and your wives, they won't be safe to walk down the road, they won't be safe to walk home from work. So yeah, everyone stand up and actually get a backbone.
Man, I tell you what, I wouldn't mind, free mobile phone and, free food and, free NHS. Sounds like the life, bro. They're just treating the migrants like just way better than the normal population. Of course, it's not just 2-tier policing. It's 2-tier everything, really, right? And all this, socialized medicine and is just falling apart, basically, because they're, sort of selecting foreigners over locals. I don't know where this is from. I presume this is like from an old TV interview or something like this. Enjoy.
Yes, I am a racist, and why? Who's made me a racist? This government, the Conservatives, and every sturdy, stinking cancer who sticks up for the nigger. And I'll stand by my words, because I don't like these people, never will do.
Bold. Let's see what else we got. All right, okay, Farage. And someone's basically like, oh, we need to sue Farage. These words are very dangerous for our democracy. The boomers are like, so Farage has basically said he wants to set up detention centers. The boomers are like, oh no, we can't do that. As per usual.
We're a civilised nation and we shouldn't be doing that sort of thing.
We're expecting to hear from the Reform UK leader Nigel Farage in the next hour. He's set to introduce a new policy which will build 5 prefab Nightingale prisons on armed forces land in under 18 months if he were to win the next general election. He says they'll have space for 12,400 prisoners and would be built with help of the army. Andrew, is that an attractive policy offer, do you think?
I think that is. I don't like his idea about sending prisoners to El Salvador, to some godforsaken hellhole there. We're a civilized nation and we shouldn't be doing that sort of thing. But I think...
Oh, yes. No, we used to be a civilized nation, right? Now we are sliding, right, rapidly into anarchy, right? Hey, we're a civilized nation. Not like those, hellholes like El Salvador or anything like El Salvador looks pretty nice, bros. Honestly. Now, of course, here's 2-tier queer being asked about where are they going to put all these fucking migrants. And he's like, oh, we've got plenty of housing, bro. Tons of housing, right? They're gonna start stealing it off people, right? This is the next step, right? They're gonna start doing the communism thing, right? They'll come to your house and they'll be like, comrade, you realize you have a spare room that you're not using, right? Ahmed and Ogamba Lungabu, right, could use that room.
What other accommodation precisely are you planning to take over to provide temporary accommodation for families?
Oh, there's lots of housing in many local authorities that can be used, and we're identifying where it can be used. But I mean, look.
Sorry, could you give us? Have you got any examples you can give us?
No, but I'll write in and give you details.
Because I could say certainly in a number of our local authorities, really picking up from around the table, there isn't a lot of spare housing available. If there were, councils would be able to be dealing with it by now.
Well, exactly.
Jesus Christ. I mean, look at this motherfucker. He's just like, what? We're running out of housing? Yes, we're running out of housing. We've been running out of housing for like ages. Oh, fucking my God. And this comes on the back of a number of like large scams, basically sort of highlighting exactly how corrupt the Home Office is. For those who don't know, the Home Office is basically like UCSIS for the UK. They decide like who gets to come in, right? And basically for a while it's been an open secret, right? Like if you're brown, they'll let you in. If you're Christian, if you're white, no. And it's also been like apparent for quite a while that a lot of people are getting in with highly forged documents, forged degrees, forged certifications. A lot of them like wind up in places like the NHS and then kill people. It's insane, right? Apparently this guy managed to get in with a visa application that was like barely like written in English. Wait, where's the actual a fake letter supporting the migrant's application purported to be from Riots International Hospital in Mirpur, which probably doesn't exist. Mirpur, of course, is in Pakistan. There are tons and tons of Pakistanis doing this because Pakistanis have basically taken over the Home Office. The whole thing needs to be purged. But there aren't enough like white leftists to take over, right? They need to like actually have like normal people, racists, right, in the Home Office doing their job, and we can't do that. Well, it sounds a bit racist, right? Like, you know, what if we stop Pakistanis like coming in, right? Right? Tons and tons of, yeah, here we go. One of the responsibilities that this guy stated in his employment history was responsible to take and record of vital signs, intakes, outputs, empty drains. What the fuck? Right? Like, you know, Riots International Hospital doesn't exist, right? Like, I mean, you know, they're just not checking, right? They're just not checking. Basically, if you're Pakistani, come on in, right? Because tons of people who work at the Home Office are from Mirpur. So if you are Mirpuri, it's fine. Oh, and also it has been reported that basically all of the checks on whether you can receive government money are now going to be waived if you say that you're from Gaza. It's fine. We can take like, you know, a couple of million Gazans, you know, it's fine, right? We got plenty of space. On the back of the thing I was reporting last week about the Afghan migrant scandal, it's not just them, of course, who can come, all of their relatives. But the thing is, right, like relative is such, you know, a sort of like sexist term, right? So who really is a relative? So basically, right, it's no longer anyone you're related to by blood. It's literally just anyone, right? You can just basically say, oh yeah, this guy's like my relative. One migrant brought in 22 people, right, who aren't even like blood related to him, right? So that sort of, I don't know how many thousand it is going to be like many more, although apparently I'm hearing that Starmer has apparently shut down the Afghan airlift. It's not being widely reported. People are sort of wondering why it hasn't been widely reported. You know, you would think that Starmer would be out there being like, yeah, you know, we shut it down, but he's probably worried about offending his base and offending the Muslim sort of majority. And I came across this. This is quite interesting.
Let me tell you something. It's not going to start in Paris. It's not going to start in Berlin. It's not going to start in London. The change will start in the East. It's Eastern Europe that's gonna snap first, because they've been pushed to the fucking edge. Not with Netflix and Starbucks, not with rainbow flags and safe zones and distractions. With poverty, with militarization, with foreign puppets running the damn show. They said EU will bring prosperity. Where is it? Half their youth is gone working in kitchens abroad. Their governments don't protect them. They sell them. They sell them to Brussels, to NATO, and to whoever pays better. These people, my people, they remember what dictatorship feels like. They remember the propaganda. They remember the checkpoints, the lies dressed as law. They've seen this cycle before. And they are done pretending this is freedom. And when they rise, They won't be asking for reforms. They'll be demanding for heads. They'll be shaking the system because when obedience becomes death, rebellion is survival. The West won't move until East shows them how. Until one domino falls, until one country says no more lies, no more foreign orders, no more politicians selling us out for a seat at the global table. When that fire catches, it will burn from Bucharest to Brussels, from Sofia to Stockholm, and from Warsaw to Westminster. The change begins in the East, and if you can feel it, then you're already part of it.
Oh man, I'm old enough to remember when, before Brexit, when it was mainly like the Eastern Europeans, and everyone's like, there's too many bloody Eastern Europeans here. And the government's like, well, how would you like a shitload of Pakistanis instead? Everyone's like, wait, that's not what I wanted. Now, a final thing. My God, I'm running late. You may remember that in Northern Ireland, in a place called Ballymena, right? They got very, very pissed off at the local Roma community and burned a bunch of houses. And this article from The Guardian is basically saying, well, they won, right? Like, this article is just full of basically saying, oh yeah, the town's really peaceful now, right? Now that they got rid of all of the people that were causing problems, funnily enough, everything's like fine now. I'm not sure this is the kind of like message you want to be sending, The Guardian, right? This is why a lot of people are basically saying always chimp, right? Like that, the only sort of method that has had any kind of effective pushback is actual violence, right? People have asked, people have pleaded, people have, written letters, they've like voted. None of that shit has helped, right? But now Ballymena apparently is, very, very, very peaceful. Apparently out of the 1,200 Roma who were causing problems, 2/3 are gone, or to use a loaded term, ethnically cleansed. They weren't bloody from there, right? Oh, they've been ethnically cleansed. What about the people who they were like injuring, right? Oh, no, like, fuck those guys, right? They're white and, they're Northern Irish, they're probably like chavs and stuff like that, right? Now it's a lot calmer. You can let your children out in the street a bit further. Did the riots achieve their goal? Yes. This is a bad precedent. This is a very bad precedent from the point of view of the government, right? I would think they would be looking sort of like right now to ship like, a few thousand Pakistanis in there, just to sort of underline the point that you will have the diversity regardless of whether you want it. Ballymena is like a whole new town. There's an amazing atmosphere. It was like something out of a movie where the bad gang has been kicked out and the people come out to celebrate. Woof. My God, right? Oh, it's an attempted pogrom. Yeah, they're just... What about the majority of the people who have to live there, right? Like, oh no, fuck those guys, right? So yeah. So that's it. Right. I did have a story on Ukraine, but screw that. So that's it. You're all caught up. It's time now for some cringe. We don't have a ton of cringe today, just a little bit, although some of it is very, very cringy. Prepare yourself for the Hellraiser of cringe. And yeah, smash the like button, share the thing, do all the stuff, you want to, or maybe you don't want to, right? Well, we'll do it anyway, right? Let's see what we got. Oh my God. So Hunter Biden is back. Have you guys seen this? In his first televised appearance since, Daddy shuffled out of the White House, Hunter Biden is back, defending immigration and swearing a lot.
We sit here and we talk about the one guy because there's a clear legal path to being able to get him back. What about all those other people? Am I not supposed to feel for someone? Am I going to be like all these Democrats say, you have to talk about and realize that people are really upset about illegal immigration. Fuck you. How do you think your hotel room gets cleaned? How do you think you got food on your fucking table? Who do you think washes your dishes? Who do you think does your fucking garden? Who do you think is here by the fucking sheer fucking just grit and will that they figured out a way to get here because they thought that they could give themselves and their family a better chance. And he's somehow convinced all of us that these people are the fucking criminals. White men in America are 45 more times likely to commit a fucking violent crime than an immigrant. And the media says, well, you got David Axelrod and, you know, Rahm fucking Emanuel. So fucking smart, Rahm Emanuel. And said, we got to understand that these people are really mad. And we got to appeal to these white voters. Rahm, the only people that fucking appealed to those fucking white voters was Joe Biden, 81 years old. And he got 81 million votes, and he did not because he appeased their fucking Trumpian sense, but because he challenged it. And he said, you can be an 81-year-old Catholic from fucking Scranton that doesn't understand it, but still has empathy for transgender people and immigrants. And then nobody said, oh, Joe Biden's going to turn us into a socialist state, no matter how much they said it. But these guys think that we need to run away from all values in order for us to lead. I say, fuck you. How are we getting those people back from fucking El Salvador? Because I'll tell you what, if I became president in 2 years from now, or 4 years from now, or 3 years from now, I would pick up the phone and call the fucking president of El Salvador and say, you either fucking send them back or I'm gonna fucking invade. It's a fucking crime.
So Hunter Biden there basically saying that he would invade El Salvador in order to get back all of the MS-13 members who were locked up there for crimes such as murder and rape. I hope he runs. I hope he runs on that platform. It's going to be fucking Keno. Actually, I do hope he fucking runs in the next election. Holy shit, mate. That would be like... can you imagine Vance versus Hunter Biden? Oh, mate, come on, that would be fucking Keno, bros. That would be Keno. For some reason, there's a lot of Captain Planet clips doing the rounds. I never really saw this cartoon, but it's super, super gay.
Remember that the Earth's resources are limited.
You do not need to have a big family, because all the world's people are your brothers and sisters.
The power is yours. Remember that...
Yeah, bro. All the world's peoples are your brothers and sisters. You don't have to have kids. Wonder who wrote this cartoon, right? Crazy leftist.
1, 2. Impeach this fool. 3, 4. Convict this whore. 5, 6. Remove this prick. 7, 8. Convict this ingrate. 9, 10. Execute him. The end.
Truly powerful stuff there. Truly powerful stuff. What else we got? I'm only going to play about a minute of this. I hadn't actually seen this one before. Oh my God. Never have I felt that life resembled a fever dream like during COVID. Holy shit.
It's vaccination day. It's vaccination day. It's vaccination day. Appointments are open. I'm group 4. I don't have to stay here anymore. I'm sick of eating takeout on these plates. The time indoors has got me stressed, but I just checked on CVS. Finally, they're giving me some dates. I'll see actual real life people. It'll be totally strange. I might even get to go see a game. For the first time in forever, I'll hang out with someone else.
I refuse to believe this guy is married. I mean, how gay is that? I haven't been to the gay sauna in months. I miss my friend Jamal. Oh, bloody hell. Speaking of AIDS.
Hey, what's he doing here? He's not gonna infect my players. Get him out of here! He's got AIDS!
It's okay, Coach. I don't want to cause trouble.
Stay put, Todd.
This is supposed to be a school, but I think these people need a little education about the HIV virus.
May I have your attention, please? A lot of you are worried about AIDS, and there's a rat in your midst who's been spreading lies. Give him the facts, Coach.
You can't get AIDS from casual contact. Hugging, touching, they're okay. You can use the same water fountain or eat in the same cafeteria. It's safe.
You've been led astray by lies. Todd hasn't changed.
That's right. He's the same kid who played his heart out for you right here on this court last week.
Deal with the real, people. Get the facts. If Todd had any other disease, you'd be cheering him on. Right now, Todd needs your support. The power is yours.
So what are you gonna do? Turn your back on him? Or give him the chance he deserves?
The power of AIDS, ladies and gentlemen. With our AIDS combined, Captain Planet. What else have we got? Right, we got some like funny stuff now. Enjoy. Ah, fuck you, Twitter. Why does it do this, man? Like, I even load it, and then I come back to it for the show, and it's like just beach balling. Fortunately, I have a workaround.
Good morning, guys.
My name's John Harris. I'm an enforcement agent. I work for Noonan's PLC. I'm here on behalf of London Borough of Croydon, just to make you aware of anybody will video.
Yeah, I know you're a little traitor, moron, wanker.
My intention is
short moron, government bitch.
For your protection of mine and can be used in evidence.
Yeah. The courts are going down. You're going down. And you're going on YouTube, Facebook, Telegram. You're going to be made famous as a little traitor midget Gestapo cunt that you are.
Have a letter, madam.
Yeah. Have it up your ass, cunt. You're going to prison soon, and you're going to be famous in about 2 minutes when I put this on Telegram. There's a group against are going to take you all to court for harassing people through getting money through menaces. So I hope you won't sleep at night again, you cunts, because you won't be soon, because you're all going to prison, you little fat midget. Fuck off! Go get a proper job and stop harassing people, you cunts. You're going to get it. You're going to get your day in hell. You better start praying to God, you little bitch.
Bold. I love the energy. Patriots Flow, does your browser have the memory saver option enabled? Oh, it might, because I did an update. Thank you very much, Patriots Flow. I will check that out. I appreciate that. Right, let's see what else we got. I can't believe this is real. Look, this is a scam, right? As you can see, there's a QR code there saying free Wi-Fi. Check this shit out.
Brincadeira tem hora, brincadeira tem hora. A mulher, a brincadeira tem hora.
It's like something out of a Warner Brothers like a Wile E. Coyote cartoon or something. Free Wi-Fi, right? You know, the Roadrunner comes up. Dude, crazy. Here we go. Bank robbers.
I'm robbing this bank. Don't draw attention to yourself. Me? You're wearing a mask, bro. Shh. Remain calm and do as I say, and your kids will see you again tonight. I don't have kids. Your wife will see you again tonight. I'm not married. Your girlfriend will see you again tonight. I'm gay. Besides, if your boyfriend was left alone tonight. I'm single. If you want to live to see another day, then you don't care. I will hurt everybody in here, you know?
Be my guest. Yo, Tristan.
Shh.
Yo. Check this out. He's robbing us.
That's so cool, man. You got a gun? Is that a gun? Shoot me. Shoot me. Right here. Come on, man. Shoot me.
You guys are messed up. You're too soft for a robber. You think robbers can't be soft?
No, they can be soft.
They can be hard, too.
Yeah, they can't. Pause. Yo, you hear that, Tristan?
You hard, man? So that's not a gun, huh?
I'm not. Listen, just go empty the safe, and you'll be safe.
Blood thinks I have the keys to the safe. He thinks we have the keys to the safe.
That's hilarious, bro.
Hey, can I put you on my story? I've just never been robbed before.
Yo, tag me, bro.
I'm robbing this bank. Don't draw attention to yourself. Me?
No one gives a fuck anymore. What else we got? Oh yeah, speaking of bank robberies, I think somebody sent me this. I forget who. Thank you to whoever sent me this.
Throwback to when this guy robbed a bank in such a baffling way that it accidentally led to a famous new psychology finding.
You see, back in 1995, this guy with a gun confidently walked into a bank while smiling at the security cameras. Since he didn't even have a mask on, the bank tellers were really confused, but did as he said and handed over their cash. They were even more confused when the robber calmly told them, "Don't worry, I have a face, it's just invisible." Now flash forward a few months, MacArthur Wheeler was easily arrested since the cops literally had his photo. But to everyone's surprise, he was actually really confused how the cops had found him. And when he was finally shown the security footage of himself, he was visibly shocked and said, "But I wore the juice." As it turns out, MacArthur had been told by a friend that using lemon juice on his face could turn him invisible, just like making invisible ink. He had even confirmed this before his 2 bank robberies by taking an invisible selfie of himself. But police believe what had really happened was MacArthur had accidentally pointed his camera the wrong way. And he was not only sentenced to 25 years in prison, 2 psychologists later wrote that MacArthur's stupidity protected him from an awareness of his own stupidity, and this ended up as the Dunning-Kruger effect. Throwback.
So now you know. That's where Dunning-Kruger came from. Fascinating. So you learn all kinds of useful stuff on this show, bros. What else do we got? This is pretty good.
When I was young, I was poor. But after years of hard work, I'm no longer young.
Now that is a motivational video for everybody there. Top Gear, the animated series, is pretty funny.
We started this. I liked all 3 cars. I still do. But my conviction that the Bentley is the best is now absolute.
I still find it slightly sort of...
What?
There's still a slight hint of faux toffery about it, which suits you very well, obviously. But the great thing about the Nissan is it's just a finely honed driving instrument.
Well, no, on the Nürburgring, yours
Don't
is
mention
awesome.
the Nürburgring.
But that's what it's for, James.
No, it's not.
And Jeremy, your BM, it does look brilliant.
There you go. It's a very competent motor car, the BMW.
That's
but
damning with fake praise, that is, May.
Yes, exactly.
Yours is a bit too Dolce & Gabbana. Yours is a bit too Poundland. They're both brilliant cars, make no mistake.
What are you doing, by the way?
Claymores, they're mines. I brought them from Britain. Ring our campsites with claymores, then any animal that comes, it will become a veneer.
What else have we got? All right. When you're working out as a German.
9, 9, 1, 2, 3, 9, 9, 9, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, halt, no, 9, 9, 9, 9.
Must be tricky being German and being into physical fitness. You know what I mean? Let's see, what else we got? Epstein compilation. So you might have seen, we were playing a few of these, someone like put them all together into like a longer clip. I love these things.
Come on, show me what you got. Stop.
For the Emperor! Eat Voltgun!
Gentlemen, I never really was on your side.
Hasta la vista, baby.
All right, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
Shall I give you despair? Let's rock.
Exercise caution when aggravating words are
Right, what else we got? All right, cute animal video time. Enjoy. What else we got? Oh, doggo saving another doggo. Spec Ops Doggo. Let's see what else we got. The Cats of Istanbul. Oh, that looks awesome. Istanbul. More kitties.
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
What else have we got? I'll try and like turn these down so that they don't like blast the speakers. Sorry about that, everyone. Pandas. Derpy, but cute. What else have we got? Hubert the Wise.
So do all who live to see such times, but that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. There are other forces at work in this world, Frodo, besides the will of evil. Bilbo was meant to find the ring, in which case you also were meant to have it.
He does look very wise. What else have we got? Oh, golden retrievers. Thank you, Patriots Flow. I think what has happened is I was messing around with Restream, and I think it hijacked my audio drivers, and I got to like reset my machine. But it's such a pain in the ass. Yeah, I'll make sure it's fixed next time. Very sorry about that, everybody. He's loving that hedgehog. Cat on a slide. Aw, that's so cute. We just got like more cute cats to finish off. What else have we got? And our final cute animal video of the night. Oh, I don't think this has any sound. Aw. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. Sorry about the audio problems. I'll work on that shit. Let's say goodbye to everyone in the chat on Rumble. Sede Sapiente, Teabag and Therapist. Use the Eunuch, Flying Axeblade, Livia Drusilla, Patriots Flow. Good to see you, Patriots. J. Chiva Loophole, Mikey Bikey. Who else have we got? Total Blackout Painting, of course. Anybody else? I think that's everybody. On YouTube, we have 007, Robert Verlinden, and the Shademaster. Oh, Shademaster, I think, is on Discord and Dragons tonight. Good to see you. Fat Zombie, Bas Klutvike, Otto Stormheart, Evil Author 1776, Cyberchud Internal Affairs, Schrodinger's Gaffney, good to see you, mate. I think that's everybody. Sunny Jim, I think Simon JJ was in there as well. The Nameless One, good to see you all, guys. Thanks for coming along. Lynch Mob was in there as well. Mercy Choke, I think you're new. Thanks for coming along. Araking Green Moon. I think that's everybody. On Odyssey, we had MK and Machine for Baked Beans and Evola 19. Thanks for coming, everyone. I'll be on Discord and Dragons tonight in about an hour and a half. Otherwise, have an excellent week, and I will see you all on Thursday. Good night, bros.